From her daring stunts on The Big Bang Theory set to her seductive Maxim shoots, and even starring in one of the steamiest movies in American media, right in front of her husband, Melissa shattered the nice girl image. So just how wild is she? Stick around because Melissa's untold sex life is anything but sitcom safe. Melissa Rauch became a household name in 2009 when she landed the role of Bernadette Rostenkowski on The Big Bang Theory. Surprisingly, she was initially brought on for just a single episode, but she impressed the producers so much that she quickly became a recurring character and eventually a series regular. The dedication she had to her role was unmatched by anyone on set, and at times, her naturally cheeky personality even stirred up some unexpected tension. During her appearance on Conan on TBS in 2013, Melissa shared a hilarious behind-the-scenes moment from filming the show's new season. According to her, she gets cold, so she tends to snuggle in and warm her hands under the blanket. So, while shooting one of the early scenes for the new season, her character was lying in a hotel bed, and the set was freezing. As usual, she pulled the blanket up to her chin and hid her hands underneath, trying to keep herself warm. Out of pure instinct, she slipped her hand under her underwear and got naughty. To Melissa, everything seemed fine, but when they finished filming that scene, the director and producer walked up to her. They gently told her, "Hey, we need to see your hands in the next shot, because it kind of looked like, well, like you were enjoying yourself a bit too much under the covers." Apparently, she had drawn the blanket high enough to reveal what she was doing underneath, giving the camera operators and the studio audience a live show. To make things even more awkward, a little boy from the crowd came up to her and asked, "Did you redo that scene with your hands out? Because my dad said it looked super weird, but he also said he liked it." Melissa joked about it, finding it both shocking and amusing. Aside from that, she has also been referred to as a sex symbol and sex goddess by various media outlets, particularly following her provocative photo shoot for Maxim magazine in 2013. In this shoot, she wore a black corset-themed outfit in a dominatrix style, with a snake over her. This shocking transformation from the Big Bang character led to her inclusion in Maxim's Hot 100 list in 2014, where she was ranked 64th. Another unusual fact about Melissa is that she has a very vivid and active imagination, and as strange as it may seem, her husband, Winston Rauch, completely understands and supports her. The couple met at Marymount Manhattan College and have since then shared a passion for comedy and writing. Winston is a writer and producer, and they have been married since 2007. Many people may not fully understand their relationship, but for Melissa, Winston is the dream husband. He had no problem helping her plan out a steamy intercourse scene with Sebastian Stan and even cheered her on while she was in the act. Melissa and Winston wrote the 2015 movie The Bronze, where she acted as a rude, no-filter former gymnast who ends up sleeping with Sebastian Stan's character, a strict Olympic coach. It is hard to believe that the husband and wife duo wrote the sex scenes, given how far they deviated from what is typically seen in average romantic movies. The R-rated scenes were wild, sweaty, and filled with moves that looked like they came out of a gymnastics routine, and Winston was on set every day as the co-producer and was entirely in support of her the whole time. Winston was all in, Melissa told Vulture. He kept saying, "Let's do another take," like he was more excited than anyone on set. Melissa played the adult scenes herself, and then used a stunt double for the gymnastic. However, the ultra-ripped Sebastian Stan didn't bother to use a body double. He did the whole thing himself. Still in the interview with Vulture, Melissa excitedly revealed, "We were chatting with the gymnastics coordinator and Sebastian goes, 'Just teach me everything.' Next thing we know, he takes off his robe and is like, 'Let's do this.'" Just to show how much Winston was dedicated to the success of the movie, there was supposed to be an R-rated scene where the character that his wife played would have to hook up with a creepy person in a gross bathroom stall, meaning that Melissa was going to sleep with a random and creepy person for that scene, and Winston had no objections. "We ended up cutting it, but I remember Winston calling me from a Friendly's restaurant all excited," Melissa said, laughing. "I think I found the perfect creepy guy. He's got a wooden tooth, he was mopping the floor, and I got his AOL email. Melissa had to pump the brakes. I was like, babe, this guy's supposed to bend your wife over in a bathroom. Maybe we should go with an actual actor for that one. Before Melissa and Winston could get the movie done, they had to go through hell. It was honestly so frustrating, Melissa said. We met with this one producer who said, I'd never let my daughter talk to me like that. And we were like, this isn't about you or your daughter. Aside from the fact that most producers were not comfortable with the couple's unusual agreement, they also disliked the nature of the story. They kept saying she wasn't likable enough, like we were supposed to make her soft and smiley just because she's a woman, Melissa revealed. There are tons of movies with male characters being awful and hilarious, and people love them. Why can't a woman do that too? Melissa asked. The female character has always been told to act nice and follow the rules, but after getting injured and losing everything, she just lets loose. Now she eats what she wants, swears like a sailor, and sleeps with whoever she wants, and she loves it. After finally assembling the right team to bring the movie to fruition, Melissa revealed that she and the producers had to explain every scene in detail to the Motion Picture Association over a phone call. Okay, so he does a pommel horse move using her naked body. Then he, enters from behind while still balancing like he's at the Olympics, Melissa recalled. Eventually, we were just like, yeah, we'll send the finished version, you'll see. During the movie's press tour, people could not just process the thought of the same Melissa they knew from Big Bang playing such a raunchy character and the circumstances surrounding the movie. It was as if she had broken some unspoken rule by deviating from her nice girl TV persona. We just loved the story. And yeah, giving myself this kind of role was exciting. But if someone else wrote this movie, they probably wouldn't have looked at me and said, hey, let's cast the girl from the Big Bang Theory for this. So I wrote it for myself, Melissa said in interviews. During the press tour, she revealed that she was happy people are talking, whether it's about the wild sex scene, the intense stunts, or the sharp dialogue. Even if some of those conversations come with a side of subtle sexism, she's here for the dialogue. Any conversation around this movie, I'll take, she says. It means people are watching, and that's all you can ask for. Upon release, the movie didn't have the strongest box office run. On its opening weekend, it grossed approximately $368,000, which was nearly 60% of its total earnings. In the end, investors ultimately financed Melissa's fantasy, but nothing more. Due to the $3.5 million they had invested in the project, on the promise that it would be a hit, they were only able to recoup 20% of their investment. Critics weren't too kind either. On Rotten Tomatoes, it received a 36% rating based on 99 reviews, with an average score of 6.1 out of 10. On Metacritic, it received a score of 44 out of 100 from 31 critics. Melissa and Winston remained together, and their marriage has been blessed with 2 children, a daughter born in 2017 and a son born in 2020. The family maintains a low profile. However, in a 2020 essay on Glamour magazine, Melissa talked about a miscarriage that she had suffered and how her husband couldn't be with her at the hospital during the birth of their son because of COVID-19 restrictions. Today, Melissa and Winston run their own production company, After January, which collaborates with Warner Brothers Television. She is also on the set of the reboot of the NBC comedy Night Court that aired from 1984 to 1992. Melissa is playing the role of Abby Stone, a judge working the late-night shift in a Manhattan courtroom, trying to keep things under control as all kinds of wild and funny cases come through her doors. Can you think of a celebrity couple more unusual than Melissa and Winston? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. While you're still here, click the video on your screen for more celebrity videos.